tell me a few stories about my dad.
Oh boy. Well, I've been posting old pool photos on Facebook, and I call it the Wall of Fame. And I posted 12. Right now, I've posted about 1,300 so far. And where it all started was when I was in my travels. I was in hundreds of different pool rooms. I always, would see something in a place, and boy, if I ever had a pool room, I'd do this. Well, if I ever have a pool room, I know I won't do that. So anyway, I finally had the opportunity to open my pool room, and one of the things that was on my must-have list were photos of pool players. And the place I got the idea from was Boulevard Athletics in Philadelphia, which at the time was owned by Mike Fusco, cousins of Jimmy. And Dee. Anyway, and the place had been there obviously for many, many years and through many different owners, and the walls were covered with photographs. And I remember it would take me hours, just to walk around and look at, they had pictures of Moscone when he was a kid or a young man, and a lot of good pool players came from Philadelphia. Jimmy Karras, a lot of pictures of him when he was young. And so I would just spend hours looking at all the greats. And this is when I was first, just starting to play. And I used to think, wow, how cool it would be, to get on the wall, and have my picture on the wall with all the pool players. And every time I would go down there, Mike would say, got a few new pictures, man, check them out, And so after that time when he told me to check them out, so I'm always adding pictures. And so every time I would come, I'd check the walls and look at all the new pictures that he posted. And one day I walked in there, and my picture was on the wall.
Oh,
I had beaten Jean Balukas. I'm the only blemish on her straight pool record since she won her first world championship. And I beat her in a straight pool match in Philadelphia at his pool room. And he had a picture of me after I won, and I was like, yes! And,
Sweet.
And so that picture was on his wall. And it was just the coolest thing, because I made the wall, and I was up there with Moscone and, all these just great players. And anyway, I always thought if I had a pool room, that's what I would want to do, have the Wall of Fame, And so anyway, when I opened my pool room, I bought a camera and I just started taking pictures of pool players. And your dad gave me, he came up to me at one of the tournaments and he said, did you get your room open yet, Mayor? And I said, almost. And he says, here. He said, I have some pictures that were on the wall of Jack and Jill's. And I don't know if they were copies or what, but, I had them on my walls, and I'd like you to have them. And so he gave me an envelope. They were all pictures from the old days. Some from the Macon tournaments, 69, and some from the Johnson City tournaments, and a few from the Stardust. And, but they were all, vintage, previous, the generation before me, the pictures from that era. And where I was just taking current ones and putting them on the wall. So anyway, it was neat to have them. And
what happened to the pictures?
Oh, I still have them.
You do?
Yeah, and I scanned them all and I'm posting them on Facebook.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where the idea came from. Let me backtrack a little bit. One of the pictures that your dad gave me is a picture of Fats. And I think it's your dad and Charlie, or just Charlie and Fats, or your dad and Fats, in front of the pictures that he gave me. You can see some of my pictures on that wall.
Wow.
And it's the background of the picture. It's really neat.
That is great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so now I closed the pool room, and so I took all the pictures and took them out of the frames and put them in a box. And just because I didn't want to throw them out, I wanted to keep them, And so anyway, I was looking for something in the closet, and I came across this box of pictures about a year or so ago. And I opened them up, and I hadn't looked at them since I closed the pool room. And So I just sat down on the floor and I started going through them, and and just the hours just went by, and then Al came in and said, "What are you doing?" So anyway, and then next thing I know, he's sitting on the floor, and I'm telling stories about. He knew some of the people, and I'm telling stories about this guy and what happened, blah 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 blah. So anyway, now it's dark. We've been there all day, and so we're starting. So we start putting them back in the box, and he said to me, he says, "What a shame, putting all those memories back in the box." And he says, "What a shame nobody will ever see those pictures." And then about a year or so later, everybody's hounding me to get on Facebook. And so I said, I finally gave in, and this was right like a week or two after I joined Facebook. And I said, I wonder if anybody'd be interested, because I saw people were posting pictures. I didn't know what Facebook was about, I figured, you're going to talk to me, call me. I just didn't get it.
Me neither.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, I saw people posting photos and stuff, and I learned how to do it. And I said to him, I wonder if anybody'd be interested if I posted some of my pictures that I had, in the box. So I scanned a few of them, and I posted them, and people went crazy. And it snowballed into just the pictures that I had on my wall to Sherry Stout from Pool and Billiard magazine. I used to room with her when I was playing on the tour. She said to me one day, "You want my pictures?" And I said, "Yeah." She says, "I'll make you a deal. Scan them for me and digitalize them for me. Send me the link and put them in file folders and send them to me. You can keep the hard copy. I don't care what you do with them. And I got boxes of them everywhere. I either going to throw them out or."
This is her saying that?
Yeah.
She was going to throw them out?
Yeah. She's got thousands of them. So every couple of months I get boxes of 3,000 or 4,000 pictures, and I scan them for her, and send her the link, and then I slowly ID them, I ID them and everything the best I can, and I'm getting to be pretty good at pinning down.
Who's who?
Well, not so much who's who, but where and when, and I've turned into a pool detective. But anyway, it's kind of snowballed, and so now I've got all Sherry's pictures. Not all of them, I'm still getting them. I got another box at home. Al just told me another box came today. But the thing is, people are stopping me. Here, I've given out 1 million cards. Hey, I see your pictures on Facebook, and I've got something from the 1979 tournament in St. Louis. Do you want them?
Awesome. That is so
Sure, send them to
awesome.
me. So people I don't even know are sending me. I've got pictures. I've got so many I haven't even scanned yet. But anyway, it's just turned into. So it's giving me something to do.
That is
But anyway,
so
but it
fun.
all started with your dad giving me the pictures for my pool room and
Sweet.
putting them on the wall.